The mountain and the climber. When to persist. When to change direction. Part 1. The anomaly in the testing room. The fluorescent hum of a 1950s testing room, stale coffee. Pencil scratches. The metronome tick of a wall clock. A psychologist flips through a stack of answer sheets. Brow furrowing at scores clustering stubbornly around the same mediocre average. Fast forward half a century. Glass tablets glow in the hands of test takers. Their fingers swiping through abstract patterns. Solving logic puzzles with shapes that twist like living things. The numbers now climb steadily upward. Year after year. As if humanity itself is scaling some invisible peak. James Flynn noticed it first, not in a eureka moment, but in the quiet unease of data that refused to behave. IQ tests, meticulously designed to measure fixed intelligence, were yielding higher scores with each generation. Not by a little, by a lot. If a 1950s test taker scored average by the standards of their day, they'd rank borderline intellectually disabled by ours. The tests hadn't changed. We had. But how? Are our brains evolving at breakneck speed? Neurons rewiring in biological defiance of glacial time? Or is something more subtle, and more fascinating, at work? The answer lies in the space between the mountain and the climber. We didn't grow taller to reach the summit. We taught ourselves to see new paths up the rock face. Yet even as the graphs trend upward, shadows creep in at the edges. Norwegian military records reveal a chilling twist. After decades of ascent, IQ scores have begun to fall. The same minds that mastered abstract logic now fumble with tasks that once seemed trivial. The cliffhanger isn't just about how we climbed, but why some are now losing their grip. Part 2. The three architects of the modern mind. We taught them the game, not chess, but the deeper game of thinking. First move, the classroom revolution. Mid-century schoolrooms drilled times tables and spelling lists, training minds like scribes copying manuscripts. Today's children navigate hypotheticals. If all bloops are ratsies, and all ratsies are lazies. Are all bloops definitely lazies? The shift from concrete to abstract mirrors the industrial to the digital age. A world where value lies not in memorizing answers, but in framing better questions. Standardized tests, once heavy with arithmetic and vocabulary, now lean on matrices and fluid reasoning. We didn't get smarter, we got better at the test. Second move, the digital personal trainer. A chess master stares at the board, not calculating moves, but feeling him. Pattern recognition honed through 10.000 hours. Then comes the AI, evaluating millions of positions per second. The master adapts, not by out-computing the machine, but by becoming a strategist, a psychologist, a poet of the game. Similarly, our minds now delegate brute force calculation to devices, freeing cognition for higher-order synthesis. Smartphones aren't making us dumb, they're reassigning our mental labor. Third move, the hidden role of the body. The 20th century added 3 inches to the average height, and not just to our skeletons. Iodized salt, childhood vaccines, and iron-fortified foods repaired invisible deficits that once stunted potential. A brain nourished is a brain empowered. Yet for all these gains, ancestral skills atrophy. The hunter's moonlit navigation, the farmer's sense of soil, The seamstress's tactile geometry. Progress isn't a ladder. It's a trade. We taught them the game, but the game keeps changing. Part 3. The river and its banks. The Flynn Effect's golden age is over. In Denmark, Finland, Britain, the curves flatten. Then dip. Possible culprits loom: screen saturation, educational stagnation, even dysgenic fertility, a controversial theory that smarter people reproduce less. But the deeper truth may be simpler: every adaptation has its limits. Consider the irony. The very tools that boosted abstract reasoning, hyper-stimulating apps, fragmented attention economies, now threaten to erode focus and deep thought. Like chess masters who optimize for blitz games only to lose their endurance for classical matches. We've trained minds brilliant at skimming, but brittle at sustained reflection. Yet hope isn't lost. Human intelligence isn't a mountain to summit, but a river, constantly reshaping its banks. The Flynn Effect reveals our plasticity when society values logical reasoning. Minds rise to meet it. If scores now decline, it's not an evolutionary failure, but a cultural choice. We can revalue depth, rebuild attention, redefine smart. We taught them the game. Now we must ask, what game do we want to play next? The answer will determine whether the river flows forward or runs dry. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.